Hi and welcome to All Things Electronx, the place where we make tech simple for everyone. Today, we're helping you decide between the MacBook Air M2 and the newer MacBook Air M3. If you're wondering which one is really better, or if the older one is still good enough, this video will break it down in plain, easy-to-follow language. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a beginner-friendly guide like this one. Both laptops look nearly identical. They're made of smooth aluminum, feel premium in your hands, and are very light to carry. You won't notice a difference when holding them. Whether you're using it on your lap at home, at school, or in a cafe, both are sturdy and sleek enough for daily life. The design hasn't changed from the M2 to the M3, and that's because Apple already nailed it the first time. Now let's talk about how fast they are. The MacBook Air M2 is powered by Apple's M2 chip, and the MacBook Air M3, of course, uses the newer M3 chip. The M3 is faster and more efficient, especially if you open a lot of apps, edit photos and videos, or multitask. But for everyday tasks like checking email, watching Netflix, using Zoom, or browsing the web, the M2 already feels very smooth. Both models come with 8 GB of RAM and fast SSD storage, which means your files open quickly and the laptop doesn't slow down when switching between tasks. For heavier work, the M3 gives you a slight speed boost, but most users won't feel a huge difference unless they're doing more demanding things. Battery life is another thing Apple does well, and these two laptops are no exception. Apple says both can last up to 18 hours on a single charge, and in real life, they actually get pretty close. The M3 lasts slightly longer when doing heavy tasks, like video editing or streaming all day, but both will easily last you a full school or work day without needing a charger. You can confidently leave the house with either one and expect it to last. The screens are the same on both, a 13.6-inch liquid retina display that looks sharp and colorful. Whether you're editing a photo, watching a movie, or just reading an article, the screen is bright and easy to see, even near a window or outside. It's not 4K, but it's more than enough for most people, and colors really pop. If you do a lot of typing or use the trackpad often, you'll be happy with either laptop. The keyboard is quiet, comfortable, and well-spaced, making it easy to type on for long periods. The trackpad is large and very smooth, it responds well to your fingers and supports gestures like pinch to zoom. You won't need a mouse unless you really want one. Now let's talk about ports. How many things can you plug in? Both laptops come with 2 USB-C ports, a headphone jack, and a magnetic MagSafe charger. You can charge the laptop while keeping the other ports free. But there's no traditional USB-A or HDMI port, so you might need an adapter if you want to connect older accessories or an external display. Still, for wireless connections like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, both do a great job and stay connected smoothly. If you plan on doing video calls or online classes, the webcam and microphone on both laptops will work just fine. They each have a 1080p webcam that gives you a sharp picture, even in low light. The microphones pick up your voice clearly without needing a headset. Whether it's Zoom, FaceTime, or Google Meet, both are solid for remote communication. When it comes to sound, both MacBooks offer great audio for a thin laptop. They each have 4 speakers with clear, rich sound that's good for music, movies, or YouTube videos. You won't get deep bass like you would from big speakers, but for built-in laptop audio, they're impressive, and you don't need headphones unless you want more privacy. Both laptops run macOS, which is Apple's smooth, easy-to-use operating system. If this is your first time using a Mac, it might feel different from Windows at first, but it's quick to learn. Apple also provides long-term software updates, so you can expect these laptops to stay secure and get new features for many years. Price is where the real decision comes in. The MacBook Air M2 now starts at $999 in the US, and the MacBook Air M3 starts at $1,099. That $100 difference might not sound huge, but it matters. If you're looking for value and don't need extra speed, the M2 gives you everything you need for less. But if you want something more future-proof, something that will stay fast longer and handle tougher tasks, the M3 is worth the extra cost. One thing Apple does really well is keeping the laptops cool and quiet. Neither of these models has a fan, and yet they rarely overheat. Even when you're running lots of apps or watching videos for hours, they stay cool to the touch and almost silent. That's something many Windows laptops struggle with, and it's a big plus here. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to upgrade or fix your own laptop, these MacBooks might not be for you. You can't upgrade the memory or storage later. What you buy is what you're stuck with. That's why it's important to think ahead. If you're going to store lots of photos or files, or keep dozens of tabs open, it's better to upgrade the RAM or storage when you buy it. So, what's the final word? If you want to save money and still get a fast, beautiful laptop, the MacBook Air M2 is more than enough for school, work, and everyday life. But if you want a bit more power, slightly better battery life, and something that will keep up for many years, the M3 is the smarter long-term buy. Either way, you're getting a great machine. Thanks for watching All Things Electronx. If this video helped you, give it a like and hit subscribe for more clear, beginner-friendly tech advice. And tell us in the comments, are you going for the M2 or the M3? Also, let us know which comparison you'd like to see next.